Yes, requesting the team members to please have the seats. అయితే Q&A సెషన్లోకి వెళ్ళే ముందు we would love to speak with you, వివేక్ ఒబ్రాయ్ గారు. Welcome to Hyderabad after a long time. ఎన్నాళ్ళైంది వచ్చి?
Thank you very much. Firstly, I must congratulate you because you're doing such a great job this evening. You're hosting it so beautifully. What do you guys think? She's hosting it well, right? She's doing a good job. Great job. Thank you so much for hosting us so well. Thank you, Hyderabad. This is the city that I was born in. मुझे अभी भी थोड़ी शर्म आती है कि मुझे तेलुगु उतनी अच्छी तरह से आती नहीं है. మాట్లాడడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాను బట్
సూపర్
99% ఫెయిల్. నేను హైదరాబాద్లో పుట్టాను. was born here. So coming back here is an amazing feeling. I still have family here. My buaji lives here in Sikandrabad. And when I was single and naughty, I used to ride around on a scooter around St. Anne's School to see all the girls coming out.
ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది అమ్మాయిలు అనుకుంటారు అరే నేను సెయింట్ ఆన్స్ లో చదవలేదే అని ఫీల్ అవుతారు.
Yeah, so I love this city here. Everything from going to Gandipet for picnics to Tank Bund in the evenings. Amazing, beautiful memories of Hyderabad.
So tell us something about Kaduva as well. Ela undabotundi cinema and how did you enjoy working with Prithviraj garu again the second time after Lucifer? So yes.
So I mean, firstly, just want to say thank you to all the people sitting in the audience here. We are here because you are there giving us support and love all the time. So I love you very much, and from my heart I want to say thank you to all of you for being so supportive and coming out here today and supporting Kaduva also. Thank you so much for that. Man, Kaduva is a rocking film. You just saw the trailer, you saw the promo. Hindi में बात करूं, English में बात करूं? क्या पसंद है? English, Hindi क्या करना है? हिंदी ना? हाँ ठीक है यार. तो सब लोग आपको थैंक यू सो मच. आपके प्यार की वजह से हम लोग यहाँ हैं. थिएटर में पिक्चर रिलीज हो रही है. हंगामा खूब करें, हम लोग तो खूब करे ही करे. तो आई थिंक कड़ुआ एक टेस्टोस्टेरोन फिल्म है, मतलब मर्दों वाली पिक्चर है. सॉरी, हाँ पहले ही बोल दो भाई, नहीं तो बाद में पिटाई करेगी. बट मर्दों वाली पिक्चर है. दो जुनूनी मर्द, दो पागल लोग, टू टफ गाइज टेकिंग ऑन ईच अदर. जैसे बुल्स में टक्कर होती है ना, वैसे एक वो जो टक्कर वाली बात है वो फुल टू है कड़ुआ में. एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी एंजॉयड सो मच ड्यूरिंग शूटिंग. बट पृथ्वीराज, जब मैंने पिक्चर के लिए हाँ बोली थी तब फोन पे पृथ्वी मेरे को अच्छा ये आई शुड टेल देम दिस प्रॉपर्ली. क्या इट्स वेरी फनी. लूसीफर का जब शूटिंग से पहले, बिफोर आई सेड यस टू लूसीफर, Prithvi was shooting somewhere in Himachal, Manali, and हम लोग मिल नहीं पाए story narration के लिए. So he just called me on the phone and he gave me the narration on the phone, okay? And on the phone only I said yes. First time in 20 years of my career I said yes on the phone narration, saying I'm doing this film in Lucifer. Because this guy is amazing. Then after that he sends me for Kaduva narration, he sends me the writer to meet me. And Jinu, very sweet guy, is coming. Language problem. उसको हिंदी नहीं आती, मेरे को मलयालम नहीं आती. अब वो मेरे को आधा इंग्लिश, आधा मलयालम, आधा हिंदी में समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, नरेशन करने की कोशिश कर. मैं भी ऐसे ऐसे सर हिला रहा हूँ, मन में कुछ नहीं जा रहा है. Not understanding anything, just shaking my head like this. Yes, yes, yes. Finally I said, you go back to Cochin, I'll talk to Prithvi on the phone. So I called Prithvi on the phone, he gave me a 10-minute narration, I said I'm doing the film. That's how I ended up doing Kaduva. At that time he told me it's like two bulls fighting, but I didn't know he's going to take it literally. In the climax, this guy, he put us among real bulls in the climax. So two bulls among real bulls, and I don't know where you got those bulls from, man. They were huge. Massive bulls. So we are having this bull fight among the bulls, and I hope the film will hit the bull's eye.
Whoa! That was amazing, Vivek garu. Yes, Prithviraj garu. Firstly, welcome to Hyderabad.
Thank you so much.
So, how is it being here? And Telugu fans nunchi meeku eppadikappudu elanti love vastu undedi, even if you are working in Malayalam industry. Tell us something about Telugu fans, your association with.
See, firstly, before I start speaking, I have to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for Janaganamana. The most amount of responses and feedback and people who reached out to me and spoke to me, at least that those I've seen were from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. And the film did extremely well in Hyderabad. It collected a lot in Hyderabad. I know I'm the producer, I made the money. It collected a lot of money from Hyderabad, relatively speaking. And the feedback that you guys gave and what is happening after the OTT release of Janaganamana. So thank you so much for the love, for the reception. Hyderabad is strange because I've shot in Hyderabad a lot in my career. But it's always been RFC, Ramoji Rao Film City. So I'd land in the airport and I'd go to RFC, finish my work and then go back to the airport. It was only recently I directed a film called Bro Daddy that had Mohanlal sir and me in it. Yeah. And I shot the entire film in Hyderabad city, which is when I actually discovered Hyderabad city more and I got to work in the city and I was directing, so I was actually working. I was on the roads, setting up shot. And the love you guys have for cinema is truly humbling. I think the biggest reason for Telugu film industry to be flourishing the way it is you. Is the audience. I felt the love that you have for cinema. Like, to quote an example, I still remember I was shooting in front of Park Hyatt Hotel and I had to block that road for like some 5 minutes, but it's a very, very busy road, so my assistants had blocked the road and I was thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a huge problem. But the moment you tell a stopped car, so 5 minutes, it's film shooting. The first response is, oh, film shooting, okay. Film shooting is an acceptable reason to block traffic, which is so eye-opening for me. So, thank you for the love you have for cinema. And thank you for today. Thank you for the reception you have given Kaduva team. Kaduva is a very special film for me because of the reason it's a kind of cinema that I think Malayalam industry is somehow forgotten to do. Malayalam cinema is going through a great phase. We are making fantastic cinema. We are making very real, cerebral, intellectual, socially relevant pieces of cinema that all of you have seen. But I think somewhere we have let this genre fade away. Somewhere we have sort of stopped making the big mass action entertainers. There is this very relevant narrative that exists in Kerala today that if you want to see action, if you want to see mass, if you want to be entertained with these mass masala films, you have to see either a Tamil film or a Telugu film, or recently even a Kannada film, like KGF, which I'm not comfortable with because I know we are capable of doing cinema like that. We are capable of doing action entertainers. So this is an attempt which hopefully will reawaken a genre that has fallen asleep in Malayalam. I was very particular that this time around the dubbed versions are released properly and the team comes to Hyderabad and Bangalore and Chennai and spreads awareness that there is a legitimate dubbed version available if you'd prefer watching the film in your own language. And I want you guys to know that what this is not going to be like a one film thing. How today is important is I truly believe that this is going to be the beginning of what is a new norm. I think now Malayalam cinema will realize that we have to now come to each city and speak to the audience directly, interact with them directly and make them aware of our cinema, which I definitely plan to do for my future films. And as today is the beginning, once again, thank you for all the love that you have given me. I'm very excited about what is happening in Telugu cinema because, one of my films got remade into Bhimla Nayak. And the film that I first directed is being made by Chiranjeevi sir as we speak, called Godfather. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's coming out. So Telugu cinema, we watch Telugu cinema very closely and it's very flattering to know that Telugu cinema watches us very closely. And very soon, I can assure you that there will be much bigger, broader collaborations between the two industries. Thank you.
మేము కూడా చాలా ఎదురు చూస్తున్నాం. ఈవెన్ వీఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు వాచ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ వండర్ఫుల్ వర్క్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు యాజ్ వెల్. ఇంకా లాక్డౌన్ టైంలో అయితే చెప్పక్కర్లేదు, ఓటీటీలో అన్ని మలయాళం సినిమాస్ కవర్ చేసేసాం మేమైతే. వీఆర్ ఫాండ్ ఆఫ్ మలయాళం సినిమా యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ బీయింగ్ హియర్. నేనే మీతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయితే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరికీ కోపం వస్తుంది కాబట్టి వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఛాన్స్ ఇస్తాను నేను. సో యా, మీడియా ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఎస్ ప్లీజ్
సార్.
ప్లీజ్.
సార్, తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్కి సినిమాలు అంటే ఇష్టం, ప్రేమ అని చెప్పారు. సినిమాల మీద ఎంత ప్రేమ ఉందో పార్కయ్య దగ్గర 5 minutes కోసం ఆపేశారని చెప్పారు. అటువంటిది తెలుగులో సినిమా చేసేటప్పుడు, తెలుగులో డబ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు కనీసం టైటిల్ కూడా ఎందుకు మార్చలేదు?
Come again. Why did you change the
టైటిల్? కడువా టైటిల్ ఎందుకు మార్చలేదు?
Right. So
కడువా ఇస్ కాల్డ్ టైగర్.
Yeah. So Kaduva as a word means tiger, but I have to tell you why we did not change the title. Is the film is called Kaduva not because of tiger. Kaduva is essentially a short form of the character's name, which is Kaduva Kunnel Kuruvachan. So even through the film, you're going to hear that a lot. Kaduva Kunnel Kuruvachan, Kaduva Kunnel, Kaduva. So I wanted that word to resonate in every version of the film. You know, if you take that away and give another title to the Telugu version of the film, even then through the film, you're going to keep hearing Kaduva Kunnel, Kaduva, Kaduva. So I thought it is better that we stick to the original title and people familiarize with the word, the Malayalam word Kaduva, before you go to see the film. Because it doesn't essentially mean tiger in the film. It means his name, you know, Kaduva Kunnel. So.
Next question, please.
Prithviraj sir.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
To us, Prithviraj is an actor who also directs.
Yeah.
And when he's directing, he might get a call to produce a film, and then Vineet might call you to sing a song for him.
Yeah.
So wearing too many hats at a time. So how do you balance all this together and still again act in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu films?
Yeah, I know. I get that question a lot. I understand that for somebody looking at it from an outside perspective, it might seem like somebody is doing many things in many different times. But for me, this all seems like cinema. Okay, I mean, it's all involved with the process of making cinema. And I don't look at it like having to do many things. To quote an example, the next film I'm doing, I'm not producing it, I'm not directing it, I'm only acting in it. But even then, I'm involved from a very nascent stage of the scripting. I'm involved with the casting, I'm involved with the location recce, I'm involved with all the discussions. I will be involved with how the film is going to be released, I will be involved with the marketing. So I'm anyway part of the process, you know. And of all the facets you mentioned, I'm not going to call myself a singer. I can hold a tune at best, okay. Singing is not something that I enjoy doing, like acting, directing and producing. But the rest of it, to me, seems like different aspects of the same, you know, media, same skill set. Of this, I enjoy everything. But primarily, I'm an actor who wants to make his own films. And I'll keep doing it. I will keep doing it. And Telugu industry has taught all of us to dream big. You know, you are the guys who told all of us to, you know, wake up and look beyond the horizon. So now we are all dreaming big. And we understand that big dreams means bigger efforts. And we will work hard.
Hi sir, Prithvi garu. This is.
Hi. Hello.
మీకు తెలుగులో కూడా చాలామంది ఫ్యాన్స్ ఉన్నారు. అంటే మీ సినిమాలు మొత్తం కూడా ప్రజెంట్ ఓటీటీలో రావడంతో మొత్తం ఫ్యాన్స్ బాగా పెరిగిపోయారు. సో ఇప్పుడు స్ట్రైట్గానే రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
స్ట్రైట్ తెలుగు మూవీ ఎప్పుడు చేస్తారు మీరు? ఏ హీరోతో చేస్తారు?
I'll tell you in about 5-6 hours because I am doing a Telugu film. I'm just waiting to.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if we can work our dates out. You know, I've been offered a very important role in Salar, and in fact, actually, the film came to me much before, like 2 years ago. You know, and then I had listened to the narration. I absolutely loved it. Superb story. And I said yes immediately. I said I'll do it. because Prashant is a friend and Hombale, the production company, are also friends. And of course, it's a Prabhas film. You know, you want to work with him. I said yes to it, but then because of the pandemic and everything, the dates kept changing. And in between, I thought I'm not going to be able to do it because of my commitments in Malayalam. But then Prabhas's commitments got moved around and his dates changed. Then suddenly we are now in a situation where maybe it'll work out. You know, maybe if we adjust a bit, I can be part of Salar. I'll know. I'm meeting Prashant today. Then I'll know. But yeah, hopefully I will do a Telugu film very soon. I might direct a Telugu film. You know, a couple of leading production houses from Hyderabad have been very magnanimous and kind to come to Cochin and meet me and speak to me, and they've wanted me to do a film in Telugu, which is something I'm very keen about. You know, I think this is an industry that we all look up to now because of how you guys have structured your cinema and how you guys have sort of made a whole new business model to the industry. Yeah. So hopefully you'll see a lot more of me in Hyderabad. Yeah.
Prithvi garu, hi. Here.
Yeah. Hi.
So you're also a director and a producer. If you wish to direct a Telugu film, who would be the hero you wish to direct?
So I'm not a director who ends up wishing to direct heroes. It's usually the script that, you know, I decide to direct. It's usually I read something, then I suddenly think, oh, I want to direct this. And then I think who is the best actor for that role. I'm very, very happy that Chiranjeevi sir is doing Godfather, because I'll tell you why. In between, after Lucifer, when I was contemplating maybe I will direct the Telugu version of Lucifer, Chiranjeevi sir was my first choice. I said I want to go and speak to Chiranjeevi sir. But then my acting commitments didn't allow me to find the time to direct it. But eventually Chiranjeevi sir did it, which I'm very, very happy, because I think he's the best option for that character. And yeah, I mean, I will at some point direct a film in Telugu. I don't know when. So
Can we see you and Chiranjeevi garu working together?
I would absolutely love to do that. I mean, who does not want to work with Chiranjeevi sir? Everybody wants to work with
Do you have
Chiranjeevi
any
sir.
script in mind for him?
I have ideas. You know, it has to get to a scripting stage. In fact, Chiranjeevi sir had offered me an opportunity to work with him long back. He had invited me to do a very good role in Saira Narasimha Reddy. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it because at that time I was shooting abroad again for a film that I've still not finished shooting, actually. That film is still going on. It's a film called Aadu Jeevitham. If you Google about it, yeah, Malayalis know about it. I remember, you know, when I was contacted for Saira Narasimha Reddy, I said, I would love to do this. It's a dream to work with Chiranjeevi sir, but unfortunately there is this big film that I'm a part of, and my dates are not matching. Many years later, when the idea was pitched that maybe I will direct the Telugu version of Lucifer, and Chiranjeevi sir had bought the rights, somebody from the producer's side had approached me saying, sir, will you be interested in directing it? Then I told them I would love to direct it, but there is this big film I'm part of called Aadu Jeevitham. There is for 4 years you're saying the same excuse. Unfortunately, it is true. That film is still not over. So yeah, someday, God willing, I will get the opportunity to work with Chiranjeevi sir. Yeah.
Prithviraj garu.
You want to ask a question too?
Yeah, actually,
No? Okay.
I want to ask you. Actually, Ayyappan Kosham చేశారు కదా.
Yeah.
It's a story about you and Biju Menon కదా. So ఇది దానికి ఎక్స్టెన్షన్. సో ఇందాక వివేక్ గారు కూడా ఇట్స్ అ స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ టూ అని చెప్పారు ఇద్దరిదని.
Yeah, it's interesting because I also keep saying that with this film I sort of complete a trilogy on male ego, you know, because there was driving license, then there was Ayyappanam Koshim, then there is Kaduva. Yes, at the very core of it, it is essentially an ego tussle between two men. Two very macho men who just refuse to give in or give up till the end. That's what the film is about. But that's it. The story is very, very different. Also, how Kaduva is different is Kaduva is a much more mainstream, mass, commercial kind of film that takes a lot, many more cinematic liberties than maybe an Ayyappanam Koshim. Ayyappanam Koshim is a very real, raw kind of a film. Kaduva is a very mass, masala, large-scale entertainer. And yeah, this has a lot more action, you know, lot more your conventional mass moments. So that way I think Kaduva is different.
సో సంయుక్తాజీ మీరు అయ్యప్పన్ కోసం రీమేక్లో చేశారు కదా, సో ఇప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్గా ఈ సినిమాతో రావడం మీకు ఎలా ఉంది?
ఐమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ నేను భీమ్లా నాయక్ అండ్ కడువ ఒకటే టైంలో షూట్ చేశాను. సో ఫస్ట్ నేను కడువ సైన్ చేశాను, దాని తర్వాత భీమ్లా నాయక్ సైన్ చేశాను. ఐ లైక్ ద ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ బికాస్ పీపుల్ కెప్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Prithvi, sir. Yeah, from here. Yeah. My name is Rajiv. I'm from Prime 9 News. And,
Hello, hi.
Yeah. I'm extremely delighted to be a part of this event. And,
Thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And my question is like, if you get an opportunity to work with any Telugu stars, and who would it be? Like, it's multi-starred movie. If it is a multi-starred movie.
I'm an immensely greedy actor. I want to work with everybody. Yeah, I mean, you're blessed with such wonderful actors, such big stars. Can I have the choice of being able to work with everybody? Then I'll take that. I've met and spoken to most of them. I know all of them, but I would love to work with everybody. They're all genuinely talented stars. Yeah, so hopefully someday.
Prithviraj sir, here.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
The teaser was amazing.
Thank you so much.
See, what was the interesting content you want to explore throughout India in a pan-India way? This film. What was the reason?
So again, sir, this whole coinage called pan-India essentially means you trying to take your cinema to the maximum number of people that you can. So this process is not something that is started for Kaduva. Okay, it just happened so that it started with Kaduva. If I was in India during the release of Janaganamana, which I wasn't, I was in Algeria shooting there, I would have done this for Janaganamana also. Because I think from here on in, at least for the big films like Janaganamana, like Kaduva, for the bigger films from our industry, I think it's very important that we start communicating with, all territories directly. I think it is important that we come and interact with audience in major cities across the country ourselves. And this time we are doing all the 4 southern states. Hopefully this will go on. Next time we might be able to do it more. We might do a north circuit. And frankly, it is not about how much money can we make by releasing our films here and there. It is about, creating an awareness, hopefully creating an audience for the long term, hopefully creating an interest. Now all you friends from the media are here. I'm hoping that you help us, you support us, to create an awareness that, okay, a Malayalam film is available to watch in Telugu in main theaters in the city, So next time I come with my next Malayalam film, yeah, just like the previous one, we have a better release for the next one. Then we have a better release for the next one. So like I said, this is not a process that is happening for Kaduva. This is a process that is starting with Kaduva. That's it. Yeah.
Vivek ji. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Nice to see you after a long time.
Thank you.
When Shaj Kalaji narrated the script with you, what was the triggering point you be part of this Kaduva?
So I think, firstly, this guy is my brother. So it's impossible for me to say no to him. So if Prithvi, he doesn't give me a choice. He just says, you're doing it. So, no, even on a story level, like, I loved driving license and Ayyappan Koshi. I felt that topic of 2 men having an ego tussle, like if you actually watch Kaduva also, it doesn't start with somebody specifically being wrong, which is generally what happens in life. All fights, very rarely is somebody's wrong and right. It just starts. After that you have choices. What are the choices you make will dictate your destiny. I think these 2 men make crazy choices. And they just keep escalating it from a simple issue, they make it into a war. And that's pure male ego. And it's interesting to watch. I've never played a character like that. And I thought it would be very exciting for me to play that. And of course, I love working with him. So I said yes.
Prithviraj garu, here. So your film Ayyappan Koshiyam revolves around 2 persons who are with bloated egos. Okay. Yeah. And this film, the more or less the story looks like the same. Okay. So what is the inspiration to conceive this idea behind an ego, and who is that egoistic person who inspired you?
The most egoistic person I know is me, actually. That way it's a safe answer, right? The story is not same at all, actually. I shouldn't lead you to believe that you're going to watch a film with a similar story like Ayyappanam Goshim. It is not. The story is very, very different. I'm just saying the core motivation for the plot is a tussle that happens between two people. And you know what is very interesting about these films, including Kaduva? Okay, the narrative is such that it will make you want to think that I'm the hero and he's the villain. But if you watch the film and you tell yourself, no, I'm going to think that he's the hero and I'm the villain, the film still is legitimate. It works. That is what is interesting about these films. With Ayyappanam Goshim again, I mean, if you want to believe that Daniel Shekhar in Malayalam, in Telugu, right? If you want to believe that Daniel is a hero, you can. You know, that's how the story is set up. True. In Driving License again, if you want to believe Suraj is a hero, or I am the villain, or if I am the hero and Suraj is the villain, you can. So that is open-ended. That is left to your comprehension of what you see, which is very interesting for me. To me, you can make 100 different films on male ego, because we know that it's a complex issue, isn't it? Yeah. So, and it's about how interesting you make the narrative. It's about, like, this film is so interesting because it starts off, like he said, with the silliest of things. You know, something in an ideal world should have finished then and there if one person says, hey, listen, I didn't mean that, I'm sorry. You know, if these two characters at one point, if one person had said, listen, I didn't mean what I said, I'm sorry, the story is there, finished, directed by Shaji Kailas, the end, you know. But they just couldn't say that to each other. And then once it keeps growing, what happens? The ego also keeps growing. He didn't say sorry to me, so then I will say this to him. Oh, he said that to me because I didn't say sorry to him, then I will do this to him. So that just keeps growing and growing. And it organically, naturally grows to a proportion where the state government, the state police machinery, everything gets involved. That is what this film is about. So when you see it, you will know. This narrated in a very larger than life, big canvas, commercial cinema language. That is Kaduva. Yeah.
Vivek sir. Hi.
Hi.
बॉलीवुड में यू स्टोल द हार्ट्स ऑफ मेनी इयर्स अगो.
Thank you.
अचानक से आप साउथ आके पूरा बैडी बन चुके हो. Though as Hyderabadis, we are really happy about this transformation from that lover boy to a baddie everywhere. How did this happen and how are you taking it up now?
Yeah, you know, I think my first southern foray was Rakta Charitra, which wasn't really a baddie. I think it was a phenomenal character that I got to play, Pratap Ravi, and got to experience that madness of, or that complete intensity of factionism here in Andhra Telangana. And my whole experience changed. I remember quietly slipping into a theater to watch Rakta Charitra here in Hyderabad. And just the sound, I mean, it was a very simple entry on a scooter, yeah. Not even like a fancy bike or anything, yeah. Yeah. Just a entry on the scooter going over one speed breaker, and we shot it here only near Ramuji's house, which was his old office. And just the CTs, they were just going on and on and on. And I realized how much love this audience gives. I don't think any other audience in India can give the kind of love the audience gives here in Hyderabad. So after that, it just became easier. So whether it's a baddie or a daddy, you know, whatever, if the script is fun and it's a good opportunity, we'll do it. So maybe in the next movie, I'll try and romance her.
Vivek sir, I'm here.
Hi.
How do you look at the growth in, like, you know, you said any role is a perfect, like, so how do you look growth?
You know, for me, like Prithviraj just said, if you look at the whole film Kaduva, from my character's perspective, Joseph's perspective, he's right. From his perspective, he's doing the right thing. He starts to make mistakes, like he said, you know, you make a mistake when you escalate something. You did something, I did something, let's call it over. No, you did 1, so I have to do 2. You did 3, so I have to do 6. That's when it starts to become that you're smiling because you understand men, right? Your boyfriend, your husband, somebody in your life must be same thing. Today you'll go back home and tell him, see, this is what I learned at the press conference. Don't be egoistic. Yeah, but this is the truth. I truly believe that if women ran the world, like the whole politics of the world was in the hands of the women, we would not have war. There would be no war if women were in power. It's only men who do silly things like war. So yeah, 2 powerful, intelligent, intense, strong men wasting their energy on a war, but it's full masala and fully entertaining. So it's good to watch.
So one film that close to your heart.
I've done 54.
Okay.
It's very difficult to choose one.
At least one will.
I choose one wife. Not one film.
That's
Difficult.
I think on that note, we will wrap this Q&A session. Thank you so much, media, for shooting up those wonderful questions. Fans, we are so sorry we are running out of time. Andukane mee daaka mic ivvalekpoyam. We couldn't reach you.
ഇവിടെ കടുവയുടെ തെലുങ്ക് ട്രെയിലർ അല്ല ടീസർ കാണിച്ചേ ഉള്ളൂ. കടുവ മലയാളം ഇവിടെ റിലീസ് ആവും കേട്ടോ.
దిస్ ఇస్ లావణ్య. మన TFCC లైవ్ ఛానల్కి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. అలాగే ఇందులో అప్లోడ్ చేసే ప్రతి వీడియోని లైక్, షేర్ ఇంకా కామెంట్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. అలాగే ఇక్కడ కనిపించే బెల్ ఐకాన్ని ఇలా క్లిక్ చేస్తే చాలు TFCCలో అప్లోడ్ చేసే ప్రతి వీడియో అప్డేట్స్ మీ ఫోన్లో వచ్చేస్తాయి.
హాయ్ అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నేను గీతా మాధురి. లైక్, షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు TFCC లైవ్.
హాయ్, TFCC లైవ్ ఛానల్ని లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మీ మధుప్రియ.
హాయ్ ఎవ్రీబడి, యూట్యూబ్లో సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, వ్యూ చేయండి, ఫాలో చేయండి ఫర్ ఆల్ న్యూస్ అబౌట్ తెలుగు ఫిల్మ్స్. TFCC లైవ్, డోంట్ ఫర్గెట్, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అండ్ లైక్.
హాయ్, దిస్ ఇస్ రష్మి ఠాకూర్. ప్లీజ్ లైక్, కమెంట్, షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ TFCC లైవ్.
ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు TFCC.
హాయ్, నేను మీ సప్తగిరి. ప్లీజ్ హాయ్ అండి, నేను మీ కార్తికేయ. TFCC లైవ్ ఛానల్ని లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి.
దిస్ ఇస్ నిఖిల్. TFCC ఛానల్ని ఎంకరేజ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి. ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ TFCC ఛానల్. లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. హాయ్, ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ TFCC.
ప్లీజ్ డూ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు TFCC లైవ్ ఛానల్ అండ్ లైక్, షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.